All right, all right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. We have Jeremiah Milton in the building. What's going on, champ? How are you?
Yo, I'm good, big dog. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Happy for you. Obviously, watched you get the win this past Saturday. That opponent was a bit surprising, though, right? It was definitely deceiving. You know, that's those phrases in life. Don't judge a book by its cover. He had skill to be that big, or do you not think so? Am I over assessing him?
No doubt. I mean, you know what? Him being like as big as he was, there ain't really no film on him. His last couple opponents, you know, they were just what they was. But yeah, he said he was gonna show skill, and yeah, he showcased that. You know, he had a good little defensive self to him. He's just such a massive target, bro. Like it's kind of funny, man, just to see like a big man really moving like that, like in a way that he could protect himself. You know, he was good at that.
So you had never seen or heard of him until he was on the table.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't even look up I didn't know his name until the week of the fight.
Oh, wow.
I knew I was fighting him, but like, you know, he had one video online. You know, he was a big boy, but like, he was bigger in person, a lot bigger in person. We getting ready to do the official weigh-in, and I'm thinking, yeah, you know, he's big. He's gonna be about 320. Motherfucker jumped on the scale. They said 387. I said, holy shit.
Word. He was big. He was big.
Yeah.
He stopped the knockout streak, man. You were headed down another streak. He did stop it. Was it something where you didn't mind getting the rounds, or you just feel like the knockout shot wasn't there?
Nah, you know what? I've had a chance to kind of assess everything, and you know, on behalf of my performance, you know, I think it was solid. But then I kept kind of looking for the knockout. You know, I really want those knockouts. I go by this name, Dreamland. That's what I go in there to do. That's what I go in there thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there was opportunities where I was gonna try to set up this shot. You know what I'm saying, to make it look, boom, capture that moment again on a big stage like that. I wanted it so bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really. There were some things I got away from. You know, my coach was saying some things. My manager was saying some things, you know, so maybe a little bit too many chefs in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, trying to get the job done, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully next time it'll just be my coach. But Mike, my manager, he gave me some good advice in the corner too. Everybody was just enjoying the moment too much.
For sure. Now, obviously, you know, you're being moved well. Like, you stay on a hot card. You fought on Jake Paul card. Now you fought on Terrence Crawford's brand new Black Prime card. How was the treatment at Black Prime? Because now you've been with multiple networks. You fought on ESPN. You fought now on, you know, what was that was Showtime, right? When you fought on Jake Paul's card?
Showtime. That was Showtime.
And you got a Triller under your belt too, no?
Not a Triller yet, but I mean, shoot, you know, we just collecting all the pieces, you know.
Exactly. So how was the Black Prime treatment? Did you feel did anything stick out that was different, or was it like a normal fight for you?
Nah, you know, we kept saying like this is a huge undertaking for BLK, just because like, you know, that was their first event, massive event. You know, you got pound for pound best fighter in the world. You're trying to pull off everything. So yeah, it was really smooth. You know, they did a good job of orchestrating things, and I think it ran just like about any other big show that I got to be on this year. But yeah, you know what? Shout out to BLK. It was a great experience. Yeah.
So is it safe to say that you would be willing to work with them again?
No doubt, man. You know, they showed a lot of love, a lot of interest. You know, I think what they're doing is a very, very good thing for the sport. You know, it's not easy market to crack into this boxing, but they did that with flying colors.
Have you gone back and watched their fight, and how did you feel about the commentators they hired to do the commentating for your fight? Obviously, Antonio Tarver, Paulie Malignaggi got to call it. What did you think?
Yeah, I think they were really solid. You know what I'm saying? I think they were true to boxing. You know, I learned some things from what Tarver had to say and what Paulie had to say. You know, and I was able to. I actually watched it for the first time last night, and so yeah, I thought they had good. They were giving good commentary, and they were really explaining boxing well. You know, they weren't like some of these announcers, for other networks, they don't got nothing good to say about anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even their own guys. But they kept it real, and I think the commentating was everything. Everything with the production was great.
So obviously, credit to your manager, Mike Leonardi, continuing to move you on so many different platforms, giving you a variety of not only exposure, but, opening you up to different demographics. How's that been, fighting on, Jake Paul undercards, now Bud undercards, ESPN, how's it been being able to move around, or do you feel you would be better suited with the security of one broadcaster?
Nah, I don't think there ain't no security in fighting, man. Fighting is fighting. A show is a show, but I think it's good that I've been able to get this extra exposure. These audiences are so different every time. The fans that come out to a Jake Paul event, the fans that come out to see Terrence Crawford, there were definitely polar opposites in the mix, but exposure, man. Dreamland's for everybody.
So we just had Coach Kenny Ellis on our earlier morning show, and he obviously has a daughter that he's bringing up. He wants to make sure she gets 4 4-rounders, 4 6-rounders, 4 8-rounders, 4 10-rounders. Then, what is your trajectory? Are you looking at it on a case-by-case? Is it depends on the opportunity, makes you jump to the next level? Or, are you just waiting to sign, then do those things traditionally?
No, I think, hopefully this next bout we get will be the 8-rounder, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be something like because this BLK thing, it came up. It didn't catch me all the way off guard, but I didn't know I was really fighting. This year, I thought I would be fighting again next year. So when that opportunity came up, sure, we had to jump at it. We did another 6, but I'd like to, revisit some things on the board for myself and get ready to jump into them 8s and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with development, and that's what I was asking. Is that the route you want to take? Are you doing it this way because you want to continue to get rounds and make sure when they take that leash off, you ready, or are you doing it this way because it's opportunity? So you're just waiting on the right opportunity.
No, I got you. I mean, of course, you gotta move well, and one thing about it, I got to see so many different styles in this one year. I fought 5 times, a lot of different bodies, a lot of different body sizes. Despite the viral knockouts and stuff like that, I've got to see a lot of different boxing looks. I don't think too many people knew much about what this Calloway was bringing. But, he hadn't been stopped, you know what I'm saying, a big guy, massive guy. My last guy, he was a bit of a mover and a runner, So, yeah, I think it's important to see all these different styles and, see how I need to develop on different things like that. I'm always keep it real, man. That's just me. I'll look at things, and I'm my most critical critic, you feel me? I'm going to be in there trying to figure out like, yo, how do I set this up? What do I need to use more? And yeah, we're going to continue skinning all these cats.
For sure. So did you catch Jared Anderson's?
I did. I mean, you know what?
What made you watch that? That's the same day as you.
Hey, first off, I planned to watch Jared's fight, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting on the same day. So I'm like, well, I got to catch it later. And, of course, it's the heavyweight division. I got to see who's out there moving and shaking. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to bust. I know he's calling out all these top 15s and stuff, but, I'm on the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm making my way there right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we don't know what's going to happen within this next year or anything like that. But I don't know. I mean, ain't never ran from no smoke. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm headed straight towards the fire. You know what I'm saying? This heavyweight division, and there's things I need to do to make myself ready when I get there.
What did you think of the performance, though? I'll say it so you don't have to, and I plan on, interviewing Jerry, but I felt like he was a little intimidated. I felt like I seen a Mike Tyson effect where, the man in front of you was automatically making you go back and like even the left hand that he landed, head down though. It's like he, I don't know. Is that a thing? Like,
you know what? He didn't look like the force that we're used to. Not the same one that fought the Big Bang. Not even the one that fought the Michael Hunter. But you gotta give Jared credit where he's due. You know what I'm saying? The boy responded with a flurry of punches, and he just kind of shut down. You can't do that in there with a guy like Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Like the man is already high confidence. So like, why go ahead and play into that? If you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing about me. I don't care if what I'm saying, I'm not in the sport to get hit, but like I ain't afraid of no damn punches. You feel me? So like, yeah, there was something a little bit different, but Jared showed what he needed to show and got him out of there.
From the outside looking in, do you think he's ready for the people he called out? He wants Dubois, Dylan White.
Hargovich.
Dubois, he did say Hergovich.
Mike Hunter.
He said Hunter?
He said Hunter. He
What?
said Hunter at the very last.
Okay.
The very last.
And I know the dude that they signed the Top Rank, he also posted on his social media before the fight, like, give him to him that he's fool. Arslan Beck?
Oh, yeah. He want the Arslan's back. Like I say, high confidence.
Like, from what you see, obviously you looking at him as competition as well. Like, is he jumping too far? Or you think, nah, he ready for them guys?
Look, he's phenomenal talent, but anybody can get touched. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Top Rank and, what I'm saying, all the other organizations out there, they got their guys, of course. He'll have to just continue proving himself, This is a what have you done for me lately thing. And, I mean, yeah, he had a great night. So, he's allowed to say all these things. But, certain people are going to have their own confidence, too. So I don't think you're just going to run in there and break everybody's spirit like that, respectfully.
For sure. Do you think if Salida called Leonardi, would you take a Franklin fight, or you still need to get through those 8s, 10s, then a 12-rounder? And I mean, Jermaine Franklin that just fought.
Oh, Jermaine Franklin.
Dillian White.
Yeah, of course. I would like
right now.
Yeah.
You think you could jump right now? He's like 20 fights in, ain't he?
Yeah. I mean, but thing about it is, and that's the thing what Jared is putting on these guys. He's putting youth and he's putting his youth on them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's putting his youth on them, and that's showing. I'm a fresh fighter. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of gas in me. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of go, and anybody that's willing to take those risks that are gonna Don't try to exchange with me, you know what I'm saying? Don't. You better sit back like last buddy, and that ain't gonna win you a fight looking for one little shot. But I would entertain that. I mean, I'm not trying to discredit anything the man has done. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I just want to get a couple more performances underneath my belt before I can let my mouth, you know what I'm saying, sound a little bit reckless too. Because I mean, like everybody's gonna have their opinion, but I ain't coming to this sport. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was an amateur, even back in the day, I ain't coming here to let anybody outshine me. Who would do that? So of course that's how I think. I think of myself as one of the best in the world, and that's my mentality every time. Like I say, when I go out there, I go for my respect.
Well, you're still extremely young for heavyweight standards, so you got more time. It's like you said, though, Anderson is putting that youth on guys. What's your thoughts on the other Jared, or rather Jarrell Miller, Big Baby? Where is he on your sights? Is he even, someone you think about, or you feel like he's got to continue to get active since his, fall from grace, or is that someone you'd entertain, or do you still need a couple before you get in there with Big Baby?
Nah, respect.
And I mean, obviously, Jarrell Miller, before they
Jarrell.
clip this and they like.
Yeah. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, respectfully to him, there's a lot of people in this world to fight. I could care less to fight that dude. He's a drug guy. You know what I'm saying? He been on too many drugs. He been busted too many times. I wouldn't even want to spar the dude because, you know what I'm saying, he probably using stuff in sparring. This is a dangerous ass sport, man, and I don't see how they allow people to just get caught multiple times and come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I wouldn't want to drink any water from the man. If he hand me a bottle of water, anything, I don't want to be associated with that dude at all. And that's just because, like, you could sit here and be like, oh, yeah, it was this and that, and yeah, I changed. But, man, you willing to cheat. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you'll never hear a story like that for me. I'm going to be checking anything anybody ever gives me or something like that. Like, but you getting popped for every substance, probably known to man. That's ridiculous, man. So, yeah, I wrote him off years ago, even before I was pro. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be associated with him.
For sure. You had a very busy 2022. Do you foresee this new year being like, because, man, 5 fights is a lot. That's a lot, especially not to be signed to a major promoter. Like, that's a lot of fights. You were blessed.
Yeah, I was super blessed, man. And like I say, I figured we'd be wrapping it up at the 4, but then the 5th came, and it's just like, that's amazing, So, yeah, it's definitely something that I want to prepare myself to look forward to, maybe even doing again, If I'm doing my training, if I'm in the right position where I need to be and I'm ready to go, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever turn my head to no action.
So do you let your manager do the managing, or are you a vocal guy? Because I'm like, man, did you not like ask Jake to be the first MVP heavyweight? Because they don't got a heavyweight, man. And he making moves out here for people, for his fighters.
I mean, yeah, you see me, I'm rocking the
No,
better,
I know. I see you got sponsored by his betting site.
Yeah, we going to have to just see what this next year unfold. I mean, you know what? I'm going to definitely have to be more selfish in my approach, vocalizing things that I need here and there. But, like I say, my manager's been doing a great job at putting me on these stages. And I'm always with the people, you know what I'm saying? I'm always with the faces that need to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm standing with the Crawfords, and, people might not like it, but the Jake Pauls of the sport, you know what I'm saying? I'm around the eyes, you feel me? So, Shoe Palace came on for this last sponsorship as well. Shout out to them. And they loved the content. They loved everything that I did, So, investing in myself, that's always been my MO.
For sure, man. It's been working out for you, There are a lot of other heavyweights that are not in this position. You think of the George Aries, the Cassius Cheneys, they're not getting this level of exposure that you are, and they don't have a busy year like you just had. So, where some of us might think that signing to a major is a good thing, you've somehow been able to, have a great year as an independent. But do you yearn to be signed to a big promoter, or do you think you and your manager could continue to get it done? Because, again, you've had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I always said that my career was just going to be different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, here's the thing, too. Like, I'm still in my early stages of building. So, like, people ain't supposed to be talking about my fights, but it's my performances. It's, my performances got me in the door with this BLK, It's not like you bringing somebody and being like, yo, I got this guy. Nah, just look at the tape. You know what I'm saying? Watch the tape, boom, plug and play. So, if I continue to put on these performances like I do, got to clean it up, man. I got to go by this dreamland. I got to live by that. You know what I'm saying? But I got to, be smart about how I get the knockout. But, shit, ain't no secret. I love to get the knockout. You know what I'm saying? I want that. I want to give entertainment. So, I'll continue to give these performances like I do. And, these doors will continue to just open up and walls will fall down.
I got Israel Weber, obviously, no question. He says, when next in Oklahoma, hit me up. Lunch on me, as always. Oh, shout out to Izzy. James Valdez, San Antonio, says, AJ versus Wilder, who wins and how?
Wilder. Easy. I mean, Wilder has that eliminator. He has that factor. And Malik's got him moving well. You know what I'm saying? He's able to be a lot lighter on his feet now. It looked like things are coming together. We didn't get to see much in that last return fight, but it was how he set it up. It was, it was a glimpse of something there. AJ, he'll still have to figure out his mental balance.
This next one. Do you think DeAndre Savage could beat Dewan Calloway? I was impressed with Calloway's defense for a man that size. His shell and ability to parry the jab was a big surprise.
Yeah. Savage ain't no Calloway. Savage should have been the opponent for this week.
Really?
Oh, man, come on.
What you mean? Y'all sent him an offer?
Yeah, well, he responded like a week later, and the show got to go on, man. We ain't waiting.
So y'all sent him an offer, though?
Yeah, and then
for the Black Prom fight.
Come on, man.
Why wouldn't you leak that to me, man? We've been following this shit forever. We'd have put the pressure on his ass. He been wanting that fight. Was it decent, though? Is he going to be like, come on, man, they offered me peanuts?
I don't know. I can't say what the offer would have been, but, like, here's the thing. Like, he didn't even respond until a week later.
But did you send it to him or to Lovejoy?
No, it went directly to him, and, I mean, he had seen it, and then, he just didn't. He was going to, get his pieces together. But, it was my management. At
least, yeah, I mean, shit, if you sent one, you could send another.
Yeah, of course. But, I'm just so over the Savage thing. Maybe I'm gonna just continue to bully on Greg Hardy for a bit.
Bruh, you sure you want that big boy?
Come on, man. I just handled the big boy.
Nah. But Hardy moving way different than
he could be hit.
Obviously, he could be hit, but it looked like he could take a punch.
Nah, I don't think he could take a punch. Rockman just ain't punching.
Ooh.
Nah, that's real. That's no cap, man. I'm not coming from no place of malice.
Don't Rockman got a deal? Because he could easily turn this into you being his tune-up.
Who? Rockman got a tune-up? Rockman.
I'm just saying, he is further along in his career than you. He got the TV deal. He just coming over laws. An 8-0 fighter.
How many boxing bouts was this for Greg Hardy?
Shit, maybe 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
But he big as hell.
Yeah, he big. Yo, people be big all the time.
That size. Like, look at what Fury did. Fury taught big boys how to fight. Like, you lean on him.
Yeah. But
he rolled that shit. Yo, he killed Rockman with that roll.
That was such a lazy-ass punch by Rockman, though. He threw it like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? That punch wouldn't have knocked out my little cousin. You know what I'm saying? My little cousin could have rolled that.
So just to be clear, because, again, you do want more fights, not for Greg Hardy. You don't need no more fights. Like, if Misfits Boxing, Dazn calls you and they want you and Hardy next, you ready?
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Yeah, absolutely. For Greg Hardy, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Like, he a big guy, but, like, you can make them big boys lay down. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I just fought a big dude. But he was defensive-minded.
But what if Hardy does the same?
Hardy ain't going to do that.
It looked like that fat is like a shell, man. Like, you can't hurt fat boys to the body.
Nah. The way he was getting hit clean, if that would have been me hitting him like that clean, Rockman had a phenomenal first round, but his thing, he have a mental spurt. It's like the first sign of it, and going into the second round, he thought he got hit in the back of the head. He immediately checked out. He looked over at the ref. Oh, ref, I think I got punched in the back of the head. Like, you can't check out in there. You know what I'm saying? Then you become dog food. This is not the sport for that. So if you want to complain and pat yourself and feel pity-patty.
I mean, I used to feel exactly like you, I promise. Mm-hmm. But I literally lived through that Pritchard Cologne fight, and I was one of them dudes saying Pritchard's on some pussy shit, and look, stop complaining and then my man, come on, I feel horrible now.
Now that's the extreme. But that's
what if Rockman like, yo, ref, and then the next round he can't answer it because of that back? Like, I watched that Warrington fight, man. Refs need to do something because
that's true.
You guys might not make it out them rings, look, man.
And I mean, we know that going into the fight. We know that. So, I mean, like, my thing is, yeah, you can give the complaint, but don't check out of the fight. His demeanor changed. He stopped moving. He was doing phenomenal. It's 4 rounds, bro. You should be able to, no matter the size, it's 4 rounds, dog.
I don't know.
You're a seasoned pro.
Well, you're right. A seasoned pro versus a novice like Greg Hardy should not be able to, I guess what you're saying, but he is huge, man. That ring got to be smaller when he in there.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to see what happens.
Well, let me get to these other questions. I got Canna in Nebraska. Congrats on the win. I know your brand is Dreamland, a.k.a. KOs, yes, but a win is a win. My question is, I'm noticing you're going from promotion to promotion getting fights. Who are you with? And if you had a choice, one promotion, where would you go?
You know what? I enjoy what Top Rank do. I'm with Victory Sports, Mike Leonardi right now. That's my manager. And Rick Torres are both, you know what I'm saying, continue to put me on the biggest stages. You know, definitely shout out to that. Give me this great exposure. You know, I got a good relationship with Top Rank because I've fought on their cards multiple times back home in Tulsa. Would love to get a fight out here in Vegas. So whoever gets me in Vegas first, that'll be my first, you know, that'll probably be my favorite after that.
You think you'll do better or just as well? Because you're from Tulsa, though.
You know what, man? But, like, it's my performances, man. Like, you know what?
So you think they'll travel?
Yeah, people are going to travel. I got people here now. You know, it's crazy. I got some people here now. It's growing. You know, it ain't on the level of where it need to be, but you got to get over, like, some of that. Like, I agree with the building up, you know, certain fighters and stuff. But, like, here's the thing. They loved my fight in Omaha. I'm not from Omaha. And I had people travel. I did. But, you know, the bulk of them was there for Crawford. Now, what I needed a great viral knockout, you know what I'm saying, like I did on the Jake Paul card, a good knockout to get, you know what I'm saying, everybody just going crazy. Because, like, people ain't digesting media the same way, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say Dreamland is for everybody, man. Like if I was just dependent on my city and it's love out of my city, like, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Man, I got eyes on me from across the pond, you know what I'm saying? And all this has been happening, you know, with me being out here in Vegas and, you know, connecting with guys like yourself, you know, and, you know, also my performances. So, like, yeah, man, you know, we coming off of strange times where people are just in the house more. And, yeah, I'm getting views from places and people message me from all over. It ain't about my city no more. Now I'm boxing.
Mm-hmm. Nah, it is a global sport, man. I got my producer who thinks he's a comedian. He said, "Did you get Black Youngster's autograph at the press conference?"
Yo.
And did you know he was fighting Cyborg on the same card? Bro, why I called him Lil Boosie. Hey,
oh, y'all burnt up for that. Hold up. Don't get me involved like that. Shout out to my black women.
Yo, yeah. So the next one is James Benitez from Huntsville, Alabama. What's your thoughts on Bud's busted gloves? If you was the opponent and that happened to you, would you want a no contest or to be compensated or something?
Oh, I'd be mad as hell. Now we got to talk about it. I mean, look, I was watching the fight live, and we seen the round where he came out, and the ref was checking the gloves. I thought maybe the tape or something came off. You can't hear nothing when you're in there live. And then that was the round, but he got knocked out. So, I mean, you know, me personally, yeah, I got to ask some more questions. But
do you think David was able to see how bad the gloves were?
Who called it? Who caught it? Who said? Because I haven't watched the fight back online.
I don't know. I just see that he went to the corner, and they got like two ring officials in red shirts looking at him.
Well, apparently they said they were possibly going to change them the next round, but that was the round that was over. So, you know, I stick with Rival. Rival's my brand. We don't have those problems, but
have you ever used Everlast?
I haven't used Everlast, and they said it was a problem with just the material. You know, everybody was
a bad batch of leather. They said,
yeah, you know, and that could happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to do, like, I think he had like a Christmas design going on with like some sparkly gloves. You know, we try to entertain people too, and you know, I don't think it was I don't think it was intentional. No, that man is Terrence Crawford, man. He's a phenomenal fighter. He was gonna get it probably regardless. You could have put him in any brand. But yeah, that's not a good look.
I got Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia, who says, how many times you want to fight next year? I see you had 5 fights this year.
You know, it's crazy. I was asking for 6 this year, you know, but I knew I was going to at least fight 4. And we got the 5th, and 5 fights was solid, bro. Like, you know what? If I could fight another 5 next year, or really it's just about, you know what I'm saying, like, I would like to know a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I got my dates planned out, then boom, you know, I'm all in. I ain't got no time for nothing else. But yeah, when great opportunities come up, you got to take them. You know, I just want to stay busy. Hopefully.
But that's made it difficult, though, right? I mean, I'm sure some of these opportunities that you took and were successful, you weren't 100% ready because they were like out of nowhere opportunities.
Yeah, you never, and that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, personal life and things like that, you know, you're never going to be 100% ready, but like, you know, that is boxing sometimes, and I know my talent. Shoot, I enjoyed my year, man. I got to go to Jamaica. I was just coming back from Jamaica, and I was enjoying myself, you know, eating that jerk chicken.
Did you go to the grill?
No, we ended up going to Montego.
Okay.
Yeah, Montego. So, that was a lovely trip, man. Look, man, I had a hell of a year, man. So I'll be in those trenches all next year.
So is there anyone that you're looking at? Because you are 37 in America, you know, which puts you on that first page, man. So that means that these matchmakers going to be looking at you and sending you these opportunities. Have you sparred ThaBoxingvoice being from Vegas?
Oh, yeah, no, me and ThaBoxingvoice, we would spar a lot. You know, I actually helped him leading up to, what was that, his fight with the Beast.
Mm-hmm. You think he's going to fill out and be a decent heavyweight?
I think he'll continue to fight up at heavyweight, then come down, if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he'll probably tell you, you know what I'm saying, he knows he's not the biggest guy to be a heavyweight, but he's so damn skilled, you know, for certain fights, you know, he can make that happen. You know, he can't. He wouldn't probably run in there. I'm not gonna say can't, but he wouldn't probably run in there with like some, you know, crazy giant dudes, because that's just, you know, that it's a heavyweight division, and I mean, yeah, he's coming up. So like, I think he might have been like 215 for that fight, but he's very skilled.
Have you heard of this heavyweight, Mike Balogun? Or Balogun? Yeah, Balogun. He's like 39, though.
Mike Balogun. Yeah. I heard of him.
He's like 20, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Who is that guy?
He beat Morrison. Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was one of those ones on that Triller
card.
Oh,
he beat Trey.
Yeah, he beat Trey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, but he's 39.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, we'll get somebody next year.
He number 7 in America.
Really?
I mean, BoxRec.
Okay, BoxRec.
You know, that Lippy fight probably boosted him.
Oh, yeah, because Lippy was, 18, 19-0?
Yeah, that probably boosted him a lot of points.
Yeah, that was a good come up.
Yeah. Looks like we got one more came in late. But in the meantime, in between time, go ahead and give out your social media for anybody watching.
Yo, absolutely. So you can follow me over on Instagram at Dreamland_Milton. That's Dreamland_Milton. That's usually where I be at. I also got a Twitter. I'm still working on figuring out my Twitter. That's just Dreamland Milton. So yeah, either one of those 2 platforms is usually like where you'll see like my latest updates or what I'm up to.
What you thinking for a Jogba versus Rivas, man?
You know what? I think FA gonna shut him out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? FA is a phenomenal fighter.
You've worked with him?
Yeah. We were sparring. Great work. We sparred for that Tulsa top ranked card. I think it was back in August. Yeah. So like he fought right before me or after me. I can't remember. But we were getting ready with each other for that fight.
But you didn't spar.
No, we spar. We spar. Yeah, we put in a lot of rounds.
I know you ain't supposed to talk about sparring, but did you find it easy to land like the hook on him? And I only say that because he really doesn't throw combinations. He's only 1-2.
You know, I feel like he's improved since the Frank Sanchez fight. You know, he was dealing with injuries. He had, you know, some elbow issues or something like that, and now he did the surgery. So after the surgery, you know, I think he's back to being more prime. You know, like everybody has their skill sets and stuff like that. He ain't just like some guy that's going to be giving you the, you know, but he's very effective at what he does.
That's a good fight, man. You know, Rivas did good versus Dillian White. You know, whatever happened there. But I think that he's still a good heavyweight, even though he went down to Bridger.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how FA does there. But Jeremiah, actually, New York Bullet says, "What's good, champ? When do you see yourself fighting for a title?" Everybody rushing.
You know what? That's the thing too. I get excited. You know what I'm saying? And I think my career is gonna just move faster. I've been saying that. You know, one day they'll be able to look back and be like, "Yo, he was right." But you know, I do got to exercise some patience here and there. Right now, I want to get back in the lab with my coach. I've already been back in the gym since getting back. You know, I'm just less on social about it, but I'm working, and you know, I'm adding to my craft, and I'm coming with some heat next year. Like you think I delivered some stuff this year. This year was cool. This was the warm up. Next year, I'm on fire.
Well, those are all our questions. I do want to thank you, obviously, for coming in. If you want to direct anybody to any websites or anywhere that you want the audience to check out other than your social media that you've given out, please do so. If not, we could wrap it up, gentlemen. Catch me on the next one, 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Any final messages on social media, anything?
Yo, I just want to thank everybody for, you know what I'm saying, staying up to date with me, for following me along while I was on this journey. You know what I'm saying? 5 men tried this year, 5 men failed. You know, let's go ahead, take it into 2023, keep that same energy. Yeah, it's up. Dreamland.
All right. Thank you. What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.